Good evening. Welcome to the Stina Show. Happy Thursday. I hope everyone had a great week and taking care of themselves. Today's guest is celebrity recording artist and actress Angela Watson. She's such a sweetheart, and I'm so excited she's joining us tonight. See, there's a different backdrop here in my room. I just moved home from Albany, so that backdrop you saw before was me in a hotel room in Albany, the Homewood Suites by Hilton. There are awesome people there. I recommend anyone stay there if they're local to the area. So we're just waiting for Angela here. Hope my Wi-Fi is good. Let me see. I just shut off my Wi-Fi. I just shut off my Wi-Fi. You never know with these things, you know. Hi, Angela Watson. Welcome. Let you in. Hello. Let's see. All right, let's see if that works. That should work. Hi, Angela. Welcome. Oh, shoot. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
How are you? Where are you?
Where am I? I'm down south, deep down south in Florida right now.
Wow. Is it nice there right now?
Right now it's kind of like a sauna outside, you know? So
yeah.
it was cooling off a bit, but then sauna came back, but I enjoy it, you know.
Even for fall, it's like sauna there? That's crazy.
It has its little, you know, coming and going, but yeah. How about you?
Oh, well, New York is the best time for fall, so you should probably come here, Angela.
That's right. That's right.
How have you been? I haven't seen you in a little bit, you know.
I know. Yeah. Well, I actually moved from California a couple years ago to be with my family back down in Florida.
Oh,
So,
that's awesome.
yeah, I wanted to be back with my parents and my brother and his new wife. And so I said, you know what? I moved down to Florida and I drug my fiance and just got married at the beginning of the year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Right
That's
before the
awesome.
pandemic, it was like just a sign, you know, I got like word that I had to get married on my fiance's late mother's birthday, which was February 23rd. And I said, that's the day, you know, I wouldn't take no for an answer. You know, they said, well, it's not good for the family. They want to come in, you know, his brothers had just been here visiting. And I said, no. So literally, like, we planned the wedding in a month. And now it makes sense because it was just the pandemic was just starting to happen.
Oh
And
my
so we really
God.
just got it just in time. And we moved into our house like the day after our wedding. And then we've been quarantined on a honeymoon for this long. So it's pretty great.
Wow. Congratulations. What timing.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. So
That's
it's been
awesome.
pretty cool for us. How about you? How's it been?
Good. Well, I was in Albany for 4 months doing Navy work, but I'm
Right.
back home. Yeah, so,
Cool. Well,
but
thank
yeah.
you so much for your service. I think that's the coolest thing. It's like Christina was just, you know, when we met, and you're just a cool actor that I met, and just fun energy, and like we
Oh,
got along, and then to find
yeah.
out, you know, about people.
Well, that's
Yeah.
right. That's why I started the show during the pandemic because I love people, and especially I
Yeah.
like to bring on my kindest, truest people. Thank you
Oh,
for
that's sweet.
joining. Don't make me
Yeah.
cry so soon, Angela.
No crying. Yeah.
No, well, happy tears.
Thanks.
But
Yeah.
so you're
So
with your
this is
family
my
then?
first time on
Oh,
an
yeah.
Instagram show, so I'm pretty excited to be here.
Oh,
So, you know,
so this is your handle? I didn't know you had a handle, or you just got
I
one.
just I just got one. Yeah, you know.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Now
Yeah,
we
I
gotta
was like
promote
on
you.
my husband's phone because he has like a bigger, better iPhone, and I thought, well, that's gonna be weird, so I should have my own name, right?
Yeah, I was thinking, are you gonna come on with the PR company? I wasn't sure, but I'm glad. We need you here.
Yeah,
We need
thank
you.
you.
So
I'll
you're
have
with
to
your,
stu- I'll have to study what you do so I know what to
oh,
post. Yeah,
well, I went to school for advertising, so I
yeah,
mean,
you're in
yeah.
charge then,
Whoop,
you know.
sorry, I moved my chair. See, I bounced. Um, so I like to start off by going back to when you were younger,
Yeah.
way back when you're a little baby. Did you know you wanted to be a performer?
Um, I don't know if I really knew what, being a performer was, 'cause I was always kind of shy and all of that. But, I loved singing and dancing. My mom entered, this is actually funny because my mom entered me into tap dancing when I was 3 years old in Illinois. And I always had in my mind that like I was one of those little girls up on stage, doing the routines and tapping away like right from the start. And then I saw a video where like I'm on stage and I'm just like with my finger in my mouth, like staring at the other girls, like flap, flap, like watching them. So it kind of ruined my whole image of myself that I was like ba when I came out. So
So that was the start of your movement in entertainment.
yes, so I guess I watched and I understood what you had to do and what it was all about. But then I grew, and then in Illinois, I raised my hand in the drama class and I was going to be cast as Snow White. And I was really excited for the fourth grade because all the boys were going to be carrying Snow White like on their hands or something. And then my parents moved to Florida, so I didn't get to do that. So I've always been bummed about missing out on that, but so yeah, I guess it's kind of been natural that I always wanted to be a part of it somehow.
So now you just have to produce your own Snow White. You see, that's how
Yeah,
it works
that's right.
in this industry, right? If you
Right.
don't, if you don't get cast or hired, you have to make it yourself,
That's right.
you
That's
know?
what we do.
But we'll get back to it. But you are doing things in the snow for the holidays.
Oh, a little bit. Yes,
Yeah, I mean, that's what came to mind. So
right.
we're almost at Snow White there.
Yeah. So when we moved to Florida, then my mom, when I was 11, she saw the sign for a pageant, a beauty pageant. And she said, "You want to enter it?" And I said, "Okay, sure." And so I did. And like we got this little dress and I won. Of course, there was probably only a handful of people in the in the whole pageant on the first one. But then of course they say, oh, you won, so now you get to go to the state competition in Orlando, and then you get to go to the nationals in Atlanta, and so you kind of get swept into that whole thing. And there again, at first I didn't really know what was going on, but we learned, and then I did very well for 2 years, and I have over like 200 trophies and
Oh
60
my God.
yeah,
My God, 60 crowns.
it's crazy. Yeah, I had
You know, that's
really
an Instagram post right there. If you have them,
right.
you take, that's a good
Oh,
picture.
there was actually for some pageant magazine back in the 90s, they took me sitting in front of the whole array of it. So if I can find that one, I'll
That sounds
post
awesome.
it. Yeah.
Love to see
So
that.
that's where that started. And then I took modeling classes and commercial classes and just kind of had fun doing all those things. And actually my mom, we were with this modeling connection in Florida and they took me to New York when I was 12 for the summer of '87. It's actually funny. There was a writer's strike that year. And so all the like TV and film was shut down because of the writer's strike. But I was the fit model for the swimwear company for age 12 and under. And then I actually was on a runway show with like real models when I was 12 and like walking out,
Wow.
acting like I'm a model.
You
And
you are a model.
right.
Oh,
So,
oh,
tiny model, but certainly didn't grow into that. But so that was fun. And then like I grew up with my mom and my grandmother. We loved The Guiding Light, that soap opera. And when we were at the museum in New York, we spotted one of the actors and went over to him, and he was super nice, and he invited us over to the set. Like, I guess the soap operas were still filming during the strike. And so we got to go there. So that was pretty great as a 12-year-old in New York. And just me and my mom and another actress and her mom. And so, you know, I don't know how my dad let us go on our own, but he did.
So that was your first taste of a film set.
Yeah, being on the set there, and thought it was pretty cool. And so
And you were 12? You said you were 12?
12, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just had fun. You know, I think that's why everybody should first get involved in it. The joy of doing it, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love it. But
Yeah.
So wow, 60 crowns, crazy.
Yes.
So crazy.
Yeah.
So then also when you were growing up, who did you have inspirations that kind of guided you towards that?
Well, actually, more of the singing, which I know we're going to talk about a little bit more too. My grandmother in Illinois, she and her brothers and sisters, they kind of were just self-taught, had their own country band that they would play in bars. And so she, you know, sang Loretta Lynn and I Want to Be a Cowboy Sweetheart and Dolly Parton. And so I kind of grew up, we would go in our motorhome and I would we had 8 tracks back then to put into the the sound system. And
Oh,
so
what? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it was 8.
I know it did.
And so that's where I, you know, really loved singing. And then that kind of intertwined at the pageants because I was a tap dancer in the pageant. But no matter how good a tap dancer you were, even if there was a singer who was just okay, the singers would always win in that category. So of course you could see I was like, well, I'm gonna win and I'm gonna be a singer, and that's where the singing really started. And then I guess it was just in my blood, you know, having grown up around my grandmother doing that. And so I sang Patsy Cline's Walking After Midnight, and I won the first time I sang it. So bam, that kind of kicked off the singing career.
Oh, Patsy Cline. Oh,
yeah,
legend.
So.
Well, you know, performing is everything. I think, you know, if you're creative, you just have it in you and you have to pursue that.
Yeah, yeah.
But obviously classes and things like that help.
For sure.
But your family, that's cool. Oh my God, a country band. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So that was part of your past inspiration. And did that inspiration that led into do you have any current inspirations, singing and other?
Well, it's funny because, you know, then I moved to California and then I was on the show, and I know you want to talk about Step by Step, but sang on the show because the writers were really great. They took what we like to do and then they wrote it into our characters as well. And so like back in the 90s, I full on wanted to be Winona Judd. You know, I wanted to be like country band touring. And so I did go to Nashville. I recorded some songs, but you know, I was busy working. Anyway, so I was busy working. Sorry, my battery. That would be terrible. Yeah. Battery.
No.
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 We might have to switch over to my husband's. But anyway, so that's where I was inspired by all the 90s, Garth Brooks and Martina McBride and Patti Loveless and Winona Judd, of course. And then when I moved back down here to Florida, my husband was going to get his eyes, you know, get some contact lenses at the optometrist. And the optometrist says, oh, I'm a budding songwriter from Oklahoma. And that he wanted me to record his song. And we're like, this is so weird. Like, we moved to Florida, yeah, right. You know, sure. Like, you've never heard me sing and you just want me to record a song. And it was for real. He had a studio in the next town over. And the next thing I know, I'm going into the studio to record We Love Santa Claus. Oh, and it was just such a fun, you know, Christmas, kind of country Christmas song, but the kids seem to love it. And it's a catchy tune. It'll stick in your head. So next thing I know, I'm recording a video, and it's like not something I had really gone after, obviously. I came down here to be with my family, and then of course I'm open to East Coast opportunities of acting, and especially in Atlanta and down in the Southeast, we have a lot of production. So I'm just kind of going with the flow right now. And I went to Miami and recorded another song that the optometrist wrote.
Nice.
And so that's the latest one at this amazing studio called Criteria Studios, where Eric Clapton and Jimmy Buffett and like everybody is recorded down there. And so
Legend.
yeah, so it's just, fun. I enjoy singing. My husband can tell you how I just sing all around the house. So that's what makes me happy. And so if people like hearing it and want to listen, then that's cool.
Yeah. Is your husband creative at all?
Yes, we actually met in acting class in Los Angeles about 15 years ago. Yes, we were studying on if you had heard of Beverly Hills Playhouse. Milton Kitsilis was our instructor, and we were an amazing class. Doris Roberts and James Cromwell and Dharma and Greg, I forget her name, the actress.
Jenna Elfman.
Yeah, Jenna Elfman, Giovanna Ribisi, like Ann Archer, like these amazing actors were in our class John Glover. It was just wonderful to be in the class. And so we actually did a scene together, Brian and I. And he was always just very friendly, and we stayed in touch, and he helped me to work on auditions and things like that. And then we actually ran into each other at the SAG-AFTRA Conservatory, where you and I kind of met. That was at one of those summer seminars. We ran into each other again a couple of years ago, and things kind of just happened from there.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
So he's acting out there too?
Yeah, he actually just had another audition today. So, with self-taping now, it's perfect that we can audition and see what opportunities arise down here.
And run lines together and all that.
Yeah. Oh, and I've become like a crazy director. I love directing.
Yeah, right. Sure. You can make your own short film with each other. Why not?
Yeah.
Right?
We've done, if people want to check out, lovebirds2020.com is our website, and we have little videos. We did, the Florida Film Commission was doing COVID skits, or they asked us to put together like 19 seconds, and so we have a little skit that people can go on and see our impressions that we do, and just little daily devotional videos that inspire us.
Wait, here, I have it right here. Let me show.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
I got you. Aw.
Cool.
Aw. That's very cool.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very nice. Where is I going? I like to jump around,
No, that's fine. Me too.
Oh, I was gonna mention back the conservatory. So
yeah.
you were pretty big with the conservatory for a while, right?
Yeah, I was on the SAG board, the SAG-AFTRA board, and on the conservatory committee. So I was helping to do some of the young performer classes, and then set up the workshops for the summer session, which was a cool intensive, for actors, and just really like pack it in and get inspired and go and hone your craft. And yeah,
it was the best. That's the best. I'm glad I met you pre-COVID,
Right, yeah.
Because now it's going to be 6 feet.
Oh man.
Let's pray, right? We don't know.
Yeah.
But God bless.
You must have a lesson. We've got lessons to learn, and we needed to just take a moment, take a pause, and reflect. And I think that's what God was having us do.
Oh, 100%. I feel like time is still frozen in a way,
Right. Yeah.
But so I guess we could talk step by step, go and then come back. So step by step. And someone actually commented they didn't know you had a Instagram, but you just created it today, right? So you didn't.
So you're not going to find anything really good on there. Yeah.
The crowns are coming, friends.
Oh yeah. That's
So,
funny.
so Step by Step, which
Yes.
was huge for your career, right? And you were on it for 7 years. How many years?
7 years, yes, from
It's a long time.
1991 to 1998. I was age 14 to 21, and now, of course, if you have Hulu, you can see me grow up all over again.
Oh,
150, over 150 episodes that we did. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So what kind of good memories do you have from that? And
Uh,
so
well,
many.
it
Oh, that's
was,
a long time.
yeah. No, it was great. Everyone was just wonderful. You know, Suzanne Summers, Patrick Duffy, they're just wonderful people. And it was just a great set to be on. And then with all the other kids, Stacey Keenan and Christine Lakin, you know, Brandon Call, everybody, all the kids on the show were wonderful. So we just had a really good time. You know, there was like never anything you could say bad about it. And all the guest stars that we had come on was fun. Then when we took the show to Hawaii to
That was
film in
cool.
Maui, that was neat. And then took us to Disney World. So it was pretty great. And that the funny thing is when we went to Disney, each of the actors had a host, you know, a Disney host that would accompany us and basically help us out and take care of whatever we needed. And my host, Holly, stayed in touch with my parents like all over all these years, and she came to my wedding. So it was pretty neat to
Oh,
still be
wow.
there. Yeah. So
Oh,
those were just, you know, good memories of just being with all the other kids on the show and just the fun characters that we got to play. And, you know, we love like when we got to play dress up for like the Western, you know, being like saloon girls, or when I played Kitty Meow, and when Sasha Mitchell was being the investigator, like he was the private eye and I had to come in and like the 1940s. Oh, I love that with the 1940s hair, and we sang like Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy and all those really cool things. So, yeah.
someone asked, do you still keep in contact with anybody?
Actually, Christine and Stacy, I recently reconnected with, and because I have quite a story of the last 20 years of my life that I've gone through, and being estranged from my family, unfortunately. You know, when you're young, at the end of the show, I was 21 and had another influence, unfortunately negative, who was to their benefit that they separate me from my family and my friends, and so they could control me and basically do whatever their agenda was. So that's where I've basically been. And even when I first met you, you know, people, I was putting on kind of a different
Really?
persona than was really actually, yeah. And
Wow, interesting.
yeah, so I've had quite a testimony of
Oh,
where I've come from. And so people who listen to Christine has her own podcast, and, you know, fans would say, well, but, you know, what's going on with Angie, you know, and, you know, it was very weird because they didn't know what happened to me, but I was kind of I was brainwashed against the people that I cared about most. And so now
yeah.
it's really only wipe to be, you know, my brain is like I'm back to being myself again. So it's pretty great.
Oh, well, welcome back.
Thank
Maybe
you.
maybe I met you on the outs of that experience because you didn't, you
Yeah,
didn't see, I didn't, I mean, I'm happy I didn't see that in you.
yeah.
But
Because you would have
I'm
come
sorry.
and kicked some butt. You would have kicked some
Uh,
like,
you better effing believe it, I would. Shit.
yeah, no, but you would, you know what's interesting is that through the classes that we had at the SAG Conservatory for actors, and particularly one year where it was like the inside out, where we brought in more techniques, maybe more spiritual or kind of holistic techniques. And it was actually in that class that helped me to escape my situation, because there was an actress who did a seminar and she was talking about law of attraction and like different techniques like tapping text. I never got into the tapping, but she was presenting all these different things like meet your inner child and, you know, to really free you up.
Sounds familiar. I feel like I've seen that woman. I forget her name though.
Yeah, Kim, I forgot her last name. Kim, I think she's Australian, but she was so awesome. And I just made this little note. And then like months later, I went back and then I started listening to all these YouTube videos kind of secretly about the law of attraction and choosing to be happy. And, you know, instead of focusing on, you know, how terrible the situation is, just starting to be grateful and appreciative of everything that you can, which I think is a really good lesson for a lot of people now too. And I keep, you know, going back to it, is just really focusing on that. Because if you always focus on the negative or the politics or what's going on, then you really draw that to you. You keep it in your circle, you keep it in your energetic circle. So when I stopped doing that and like pushing against it and being resistant, then I was just choosing joy, choosing love, and attracting good stuff towards me. Back to my family, back to every, you know, all the goodness in life. So yeah.
You had to go back to your roots. That's good.
Yep. Yeah.
So then you're writing your book, right? I look forward to reading it.
Everyone says that. I have written, you know, pages and stuff, because there have been some legal stuff going on, unfortunately. But yeah, someday, you know, if it can help someone to possibly feel like brave enough or give them insight as a way to get out of a situation like that. And I know it's hard. It's so many women, like, and I felt I had like the financial, it's financial abuse. It's not just mental, physical, whatever abuse, but also a financial aspect, which I know a lot of people stuck in marriages feel like they can't get away from it because of that issue. And you know, once I just made the leap, the really amazing thing was that, you know, I'd grown up Methodist, but I wasn't really, you know, I was into yoga and doing self-realization fellowship and different things in Los Angeles. But I realized like all my life that I was searching for Jesus, you know? And so when he found me, he broke those chains and he freed me, and like, that's all you need. So pretty great.
Congratulations. Yeah, however you have to find yourself, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own journey, and you know, some days I feel different than the next, and you know, and that's okay. Right?
Yeah. Say, God, why are you doing this, God? You know, like
I also feel like, just to talk a little bit more about it, and then we'll move on, but the child actor portion is not like I'm very into self-help, and obviously as an actor you want to figure what makes people tick, and being in the union for 8 years, it's like you observe the children and their parents and all this stuff, and it's like, what is this child going through working at such a young age, you know?
Yeah.
And I really pray my child doesn't choose that path, because I mean, unless they're strong enough, you know, like people come through it, you know, but it's in my eyes of just, it's just too much pressure. Like I couldn't have done it. I honestly couldn't have done it as a child. I would have not, I know I wouldn't have turned out okay, you know. I'm too sensitive, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, you look good and you made it through, and congratulations, because the pressure, the amount of pressure you probably went through.
Oh yeah. I mean, it wasn't even from the acting part. It was, you know, it was unfortunately the person that I was involved with at the point, but that was connected to the business.
Right.
And then just believing all the lies, you know, unfortunately. So yeah.
Well, you were young, so you're not to blame, and I'm sorry you had to go through that shit.
Thank you.
But if I ever find out the name, you better watch it. So anyways, I love Step by Step. All these people love Step by Step. I actually rewatched it because I don't remember anything from my childhood. So I rewatched it again last year or something, and I very much enjoyed myself. I love that show.
Thanks. Well, yeah, I mean, I think, you know, it's hard to find good, like, heartwarming stories for kids to watch nowadays. So I think a lot of people who grew up watching the show now play it for their kids, and it has a good message, you know, at the end of the show. It is
hard to find shows like that these days. You're right.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to promote the shit out of it.
Yeah. Thank you for all the fans that watched it and enjoyed it. And yeah.
And how is it working for WB, out of curiosity?
Oh, it was great. It was really nice. And when we were on the lot, they were doing, ER and these great shows like Friends was there and all the movies and, Ellen's show. And it was just fun being on the lot, going to the
Yeah.
commissary and, hanging out there. Plus, I live not very far from there. So it was like the perfect. We started filming in Culver Studios the first year. And then we moved to Warner Brothers, so that was super blessing and just really nice. Yeah.
Upgrade. The person commenting who said, "So happy for you, Angela. 90s
Oh,
TV was the best." They're an ER fan page, right?
oh, wow, that's funny, ER, yeah.
So they
Yeah.
love to hear that.
We were in the commissary the night they were doing the live episode. And so when like George Clooney walked by and we're all like, "Good luck," I was like, I was so, I couldn't even say good luck to him. I was so like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Everyone probably just said.
Speak. Yeah. It was like, so that
He
was
just
fun.
floated by.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the first McDreamy, right? Was George Clooney.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about McDreamy.
McDreamy, I'm not sure which one. So
That's
you,
fun.
so you already kind of caught up on your current projects and gigs.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to show a little bit. Do you mind if I show you a Santa Claus video?
No, that's cool. Thanks.
Thank you. I just have the little clip from the end here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Plug in. I'm such a nerd.
And Christmas is so close. So
I know.
once Halloween hits, right? It's here.
Oh, right. Yeah. I'm coming down here now.
Okay. Where are we going?
Can we take this? Oh, yeah. We're getting crazy. How about now? Okay, we got power. We're not going to run out of power.
Blessings.
You can tell I'm such a technology nerd, and not in a good way.
Why? It's just a battery.
I just got an iPhone last year, so that's how
Congratulations.
thank you.
People, I'm telling you, people are going to love to see you on Instagram. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna study your page.
Yeah, just post nice photos and promotions, obviously you have to, right?
Right. Yeah.
So how was it recording that album in the studio?
Well, actually, so far it's just the song right now. We Love Santa Claus
Oh,
song.
see, I'm manifesting it here.
No, thank you though. Yeah. So it was really fun. It was great. Really nice professional studio. And then like I've recorded this next song. It's not a Christmas song, but it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like coffee shop song,
Oh, I love coffee shop.
Yeah. But the songwriter, I don't know if you remember the song, it's called You Light Up My Life. I don't know.
You light up my life.
Right.
Yes.
But it's very, I don't know. I don't want to say the name yet because we'll have to come back on and talk about when that one comes out. So
I would love to, please.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes, I mean, keep churning them,
Check them out. Yeah.
Churn-
So they're
So
just adding like all this different, they're adding drums and, piano and just making it really cool. I mean, it was so beautiful with the guitar, just the guitar version. I said it should be on like the Wave or like, those stations where you just hear the instrumental guitar because it was such a beautifully done. It's like I didn't want to ruin it with my voice singing.
Leave yourself alone.
Yeah.
So how many hours do you spend in the studio?
Not a lot. It's pretty like we went in there for a few, like the Santa Claus song was a couple of hours. And then this latest song, it was about 4 or 5 hours. Yeah.
That's enough. That's a long time.
Yeah. So It's all kind of new.
And you only did one song. An album takes a long time, right?
Oh
But
yeah.
a song that makes sense. Actually, Nora Jones, who's one of my favorites, says that's
Oh,
all you should really be spending on one song. Is she the
oh wow.
best?
I love
Yeah,
Nora Jones.
you say coffee shop song,
Yes.
she's one of those girls.
Her voice is like butter.
I love you. Shout out Nora.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so then another current gig is working with your husband at home on these you still do these videos, right? Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we do.
2 weeks ago, I see.
Oh, well, those are kind of like we read devotionals.
Oh,
Um, we have a couple of nice books that we were given at our wedding, and so whenever we feel inspired, or maybe somebody else is going to like it, we have a lot of ideas for impersonations that we are working on.
nice.
So you guys will just have to subscribe and keep a
Oh
lookout.
yeah, I
You
gotta
know,
do that.
can I turn like this?
Yeah.
Am I sideways now? Okay.
Yeah. You are.
Because I have like a really cool tripod, but it doesn't work when it's going that way.
Here you go. I just subscribed. Got it. Oh shit.
Oh, and my website, which I haven't talked about, is AngelaWatsonSings.com.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so there's another website that is not the official Angela Watson site. That's the official one, AngelaWatsonSings.com. Thank you for
Okay.
subscribing. Yay.
Oh, you got the notice?
Yeah.
So your Christmas song, back to your Christmas song, just because I have the page up. I'm on
Yeah.
AngelaWatsonSings.com.
That's right. There's the video, so they can see the video if they like.
And they could get you on Spotify, iTunes, Google Music, and Amazon.
That's right.
And there's the video. There she is.
That's it.
My mom loves the Christmas music all year round, so
hopefully she likes it.
she's very excited. I'm going to add it to her. She doesn't know how to work Spotify. I have to add it. I have to add it for her.
To the list. So cute.
Yeah. So Angela Watson sings. Nice.
That's right.
Do you have project goals, like future goals, any kinds of goals?
Yes, if there is an album, I'd love to record a worship album because I love, singing, praising the Lord. And it's funny because, it sounds funny to say it because I had a negative image of, I guess, what they call evangelical Christians who are very spirited and excited for the Lord. And now I'm one of them. Because, I love singing praise songs, and that's what I'd love to do most. So that's really what's most important for me right now. Yeah. And maybe
what religion do you like to follow? I forgot what
it's Christian, but
okay.
They call them evangelical Christians. It's contemporary Christian worship music. And it's really just basic from the Bible. But I love the music because I never had experienced that until I went to actually a church in California called Shepherd of the Hills in Porter Ranch out in the valley, way out in the valley. And when I went and they had like a rock band playing this awesome music, and I thought, what is this? And there was this song called "The Spirit of the Lord is Here." And it was like, the evidence is all around. The atmosphere is changing now. And I got chills and I just started bawling. And I was like, woo. I knew I was in the right place.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
That's cool. No, I'm like an open to anything religion. I'm open to believing because that's as far as I can go to survive. But I love learning about new religions.
Yeah, and it kind of goes, the law of attraction and all of that kind of catapulted me because it's all about feeling good, and we choose what we believe, right? We choose joy, we choose love. Like my prayer to everyone is, if you're starting to feel angry or anxious or annoyed or whatever, just take a breath and just choose love instead. I do that. I do that prayer like before every meal. Yeah. And so
Oh,
that's and that kind of catapulted me in this direction that I now choose to believe in. And if it makes you feel good and you're not hurting other people and you feel good about it, then to me that's a great thing.
feeling good is most important, right?
Yeah,
And for
absolutely.
with positive action, though,
Yes, yes.
because you could feel good in non-positive ways.
Right,
So
right.
positivity, yeah. Oh, so that was your goal? Was that one your goal? I forget what.
You mean, oh, about doing a worship album?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that would be my
that's.
goal. A worship
I
album.
like that.
Yeah.
So how would you do? You don't write your own lyrics that you would do already scripted things, right?
It just depends what's presented to me. I think I would like to sit down and try to be inspired. I have written songs in the past. I
Nice.
wrote a song for my grandmother. That's called Mammy. It's kind of a tearjerker. It's a sad one.
Aw.
That was my first song, but I have written a few, but not recently. But if I just, have time to just get quiet and you know, listen to that voice inside, I'd love to. Yeah.
You got this,
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then we love Santa Claus. Cause the eye doctor,
Optometrist,
the
yes.
optometrist.
Michael Witherington, yes, a very sweet man and a very talented man. So, yeah.
That's cool.
I'll just keep as long as he keeps throwing me songs, I'll keep singing.
Why
You
not?
know?
Yeah, if you have a good chemistry with someone,
Yeah.
you gotta take the ride.
Yeah.
So I asked my guests to bring on a deep quote or an enlightenment experience if you'd like to
Right.
share.
Well, probably what I had just been talking about, about
I figured, but if you have
the choose.
anything else.
Yeah, anything else?
I mean, actually, the whole episode has been an enlightenment experience. So,
Yeah. No, I actually felt like I had reached enlightenment, and that was how I was able to get out of the bad situation, because I had overcome it. And so, everything else is just grateful for living every day. And so I know it's tough for everyone, and I just really wish you good vibes and the best, the best place that you can be, and just be kind to each other, love each other, and like, I know the politics are so bitter right now.
oh,
And so as much of my friends, if someone's praying for one side, I say, well, I challenge you to pray twice as hard for the other side that you don't agree with. You know,
I like that.
pray for those who are angry and don't know what else to do except riot and cause mayhem. We need to pray for them, because supernaturally we can change, we can change the atmosphere by when we send those thoughts out. Thoughts become things.
Yeah, and we are one consciousness,
Yeah,
apparently. So
yeah,
imagine if we all came together. Oh my,
right.
everyone would
Yeah,
have everything they wanted.
right, right.
Um,
So,
but yeah, the
yeah,
wild thing is that both sides have rebels, right? Whatever
right,
sides these people, are trying to pit against each other. But it's
right.
just there's people going through hard times, right? And it's
Yeah,
it's and it's just the media that's making, whatever.
yeah.
But God bless those folks, right?
Yes,
Those that
absolutely.
oh no. So I mean we have some time left if you want to share anything else.
Let's
What
see.
do you have? Are there studios in Florida?
There are. They used to have more because they had tax incentives down here, but then it kind of moved out of the state. There again, politics and stuff like that, and it being right to work state. So there's not as much in Florida, but lots in Georgia, lots in Louisiana, the Carolinas, stuff like that. So yeah, so we're just kind of getting involved and learning about things down here, you know.
Do you have an agent out there?
I do. Actually, we have an Orlando agent and we have just got a Tennessee agent for commercials. And
Oh,
yeah,
good.
yeah,
Do
I
you
love doing
share an
commercials.
agent with your husband?
We do, yeah, we do. We want to
I mean,
do
it's a
like,
package deal.
yeah, you don't have to take us both. No, we'd love to do like a show together or a commercial or whatever, you know. We love working with each other, and I think we help make each other better, and you know, knowing each other the way that we do and can guide and encourage. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the opportunity is it's global now, right? So
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
it's out there. It's just your agent's I guess reach. But really, for me, I have a manager. I feel like I mean, I hope he's not watching, but I feel like I do all the work, right? Which is fine, right? Because it's a team
Yeah.
effort.
Yeah.
And, you know, as long as we're in it together,
Yeah.
you know.
That's right. Yeah.
So
So,
that's
yeah, so that's cool. So I don't know what is going to come my way, and like if my own story, or like I said, if that's something that comes to fruition, it would only be because you know nobody wants to go back and revisit those dark times that
no.
weren't fun. But if that's why God had me go through that, so that I could help enlighten others and give them courage, then that would be all worth it. So I'm definitely open to that, and you know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, because when you like I forget, there was an HBO movie that came out a few years ago where the woman was going on it was about her story and
Right.
Jennifer Fox or something like
Hmm.
that. I'm not sure, but it was about her story. Laura Dern playing the main character,
Oh,
and it's hard for these people to go on the tour, the PR tour,
right.
talking about it over and over again, right? So you would
Right.
have to potentially be prepared for that, or hire an actress and just send her
Right.
on her way to do your
Yeah.
job. I
Yeah,
mean,
because that goes
it's your
back to the
choice.
point, like what I'm saying, like if you keep reliving it or living in that space, then it can just dredge up old things or things that you don't want to go back to again. And so that's why I think I struggle with that. Oh, do I really want to go back and relive those things, or to put myself in that space again? So we'll
Yeah,
see.
my thought is on of more of a like a psychological thing. Like for me at least, like if I've gone through a hard thing and maybe because you know when I say you're traumatized when you're little, when you're
Yeah,
going through it, you're also in a state of shock because your body's protecting you and your brain. So
right.
it's like, did I even go through it fully enough to get
Oh,
over it? Do you know what I mean?
right.
Not saying live through it again, but saying like, because if I blacked out at a certain point in my time, why am I not remembering this? You know?
Right. Yeah. No, that was the interesting thing when I came back and reunited with my family after 20 years. And then people were thinking, "Oh, are you going to go to therapy, or don't you need therapy?" And that's when I said, "Well, no, I feel like that's why I'm out, because I got to the place of healthiness and that's how I could get away." So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I recommend therapy. I love therapy. It's like, you know,
that's
this
cool.
person doesn't judge you. They have no
Yeah.
idea what's going on in your life.
Yeah.
And actually, my therapist, which I haven't had her in a few years, I miss her. I miss you.
Aw.
But for me, she was just like I ask guests to bring on a deep quote and enlightenment experience because I like to find out how people work, you know.
Right.
And I could talk to her about the craziest reality trip I had, and she would get it, you know. And that's the
Wow.
kind of therapist you need. You can't just find
Yeah.
someone that's going to yes you to death. You need
Right.
someone who's on your level,
Yeah.
who will dig it out of you, you know what I
Mm,
mean? And
mm.
clean you up, essentially, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But for
So
me, I just like to talk a lot, right? So it's just someone else to talk to,
that's cool. Whatever works for you. No.
you know? But I do part of my creating the show is to dive into deep human experience, because why else are we here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, we're not here for my
Exactly.
beautiful gold pen, right? I mean, even though it helps. But
Oh, it's a nice pen.
thank you. It got its staples too, I think. So
Whoa,
I
that's
know
nice.
they
I
got
love pens.
quality. A stationery.
I'm one. Yeah, I'm one of those pen girl. Oh, I fixed my hair. Sorry, guys. I'm one of those pen girls that like if you loan out a pen, like I will just keep thinking about the pen.
Well,
That's a
if it's
little
a
obsessive.
good pen, I earned that pen. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
that's true. That if it's a good pen, but I would do it over even like just like that's my purse pen, you know? And if you take that pen, then I won't have a purse pen the next time to loan you. And
right.
so things like that. But and
Well,
my husband like leaves them open. So
oh
that's been a little, yeah.
no.
So now I'm like, I make a cute thing. I'm like, good night, pen. And then I like click it. Good night, pen. Say good night to the pen. So
You have an
anyway.
intimate relation. People are saying, so Elena said, I'm here for the pen. And Fred said, the pen doesn't hurt.
It matches
That's
your
it.
earrings. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Look at this one. That's an ad, right?
Woo! That's it.
Yeah. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, material isn't the thing. And
Yeah.
we are the thing. Our essence and our spirit and our soul are the thing. And I'm glad you refound yourself, because
Thank you.
you're a great person. And
Oh,
I knew that the moment I met you. And I look forward to hanging out in person one day again soon, you know.
absolutely.
Come to New
Yeah.
York. Listen, agents, bring Angela to New York.
Well, it's actually funny. My friend, one of my best friends when I lived in Florida when I was 11 to 13, Tammy, she actually also performed. We actually did raps like in the seventh grade.
Oh,
Like we
wow.
would create little raps for, I don't know, we had to do something on Ohio, so we created a rap about Ohio and so we were always performing and doing videos and stuff like that. But she went on to do theater and things like that, and now she lives in Brooklyn and she's a bartender there. So I may be up to see
Uh-oh.
her at some point, yeah. But she got
Uh-oh.
to come to my wedding too, so it was pretty
Oh,
great. So yeah.
Tammy, we're
So
coming for you, Tammy.
yeah. I'll hook Tammy and Christina up. You guys would be buds. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, please. I
Yeah.
mean, praying everything gets better, because it will
Yes.
eventually, even though whatever. We'll see each other soon. I mean, I have no reason to go to Florida at the moment,
Right. Never
besides a
know.
vacation, but you know,
Yeah,
yeah, just I guess I'll stay with you. You guys, we could film a movie or something.
for sure. Yeah, absolutely. We got a room.
No, no, I'm on my way. Look, I'm booking the flight right now.
Right. Yeah.
So, so what would you like to say to your fans? We got a whole bunch of people watching, and
Oh,
where can
thanks.
they follow you?
Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching over the years and checking us out. AngelaWatsonSings.com. And I'm on that'll connect you to my Facebook and you can listen to the music there. And I guess I'm now on Instagram.
Congrats! Yay!
So we'll see what goes from there. But yeah, so just I really appreciate everybody and you know, just glad to be here and look forward to the future. And I wish all of you well and thriving and joy and love and peace. Yeah.
And same to you. All ditto back to you,
Yay!
Angela. Thank you for joining. I'm going to look out for your next coffee shop song,
Yeah.
and I'm going to start playing the Christmas song, because I'm
Woo!
that
Cool.
girl, you know.
Okay. Thank you.
We love Santa Claus. Thank you, Angela. It was so nice to see you.
Oh, you too, Stina.
I'll catch up soon. I'll catch up soon. Love you. Thank you.
Love you. You can
Bye.
only do half a heart because I'm holding my phone.
Oh, I'll do the other half.
Okay. All right. Bye,
Thank you.
everyone. Have a good night.
Bye. You
Thanks.
too.
Bye. I don't know how to get out of here.
I got you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, she's so cool. Angela is the coolest. And now she's on Instagram. Yay, everyone follow Angela. And she's singing now, so she's doing some fun stuff. And the Christmas song is so cute. And they're playing it on the radio already in Nashville and other places. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Happy Thursday. Take care of yourself. Meditate, stretch, walk, drink water. Don't let anything brainwash you. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. Have a good week. Love you. Bye.